of our people's mind, man. You see? And these other nations don't give account neither. Why? Because they not all in fear. They don't give two shits. You see? They don't give two shits. So what we saying, they don't care nothing about what we saying. You see? Go ahead.
Verse 2, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of its salvation.
So when they look up in the sky and they see so-called UFOs covering the sky, and they see Israel, the Negro, Latinos, the Native Americans, get beamed up, the elect of them getting beamed up, they're going to be in great fear, man. That's what they're going to see, because there's going to be a lot of death. You see? There's going to be a lot of killing on this earth, man. They're going to be in great fear when they see that. Go ahead.
Verse 2, it says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with fear, terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of its salvation.
The other nations too. They're going to be in great fear. You see? Go ahead.
So far beyond all that they look for.
Because so far beyond that they look for. Because they don't think Israel, the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, gonna get out of this captivity, man. They don't think the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans gonna be liberated from America, man. They think the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans is nobody, man. You see? They think the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans is just like everybody else, which that's not true. Those are the chosen people of the Heavenly Father and His Son. And they are set above all the other nations on the earth. Tell you that in the book of Deuteronomy. You see? Go ahead.
God. It says, verse 3, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometime in derision.
Yeah, making mockery. You see? Making mockery of the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Making mockery of us. When we out here, saying, look at them. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. You see? That's what these other nations gonna be saying. That's what Israel gonna be saying too. 2/3 of our people. But that's mainly talking about the other nations. They're gonna read into it.
God, and a proverb of reproach. Verse 4, we fools account his life madness and his end to be without honor.
We fools counted his life madness because they think we crazy, man. They think we actually crazy, man. Because they don't have the light of Yahweh Shemawashah in them. They think we crazy for being out here reading the Bible, man, and having on these garments. You see, they think we crazy, man. You see, and telling them America gonna be destroyed. They think we crazy, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
Right. And it says, verse 5, how is the number among the children of the Most High Yahweh, and his lot is among the saints?
How? How is that possible? Because you got to remember, they think we crazy. They don't value nothing we saying. They gave no account. They don't care. But when this thing happens and they see it, that's when they're going to be like, damn, how in the world is that? How in the world is he part of that? What about me? Missiles going to hit them. Or they going to get hit with a laser. You see? For their wicked thoughts. Go ahead.
Hey, keep
going.
Okay. Precept right here. It says, verse 6, therefore have we erred from the way of truth.
Therefore have we erred from the way of truth. Why? Because the so-called white man was let loose to deceive the whole world. You see? And that's what he have done. He deceived the whole world, man. So in the Revelation 20th chapter, he deceived the whole world, man. He was let loose for a little season, and we in that little season, he was let loose for a little season to deceive the whole world. That's why you got all the icons of so-called white people and saying that the Lord is a so-called white man. That's deception. And that's a hard image to break. The real Jews are black, idiot. You Edomite. The real Jews are black. You Edomite. Okay?
God.
And you're going to be in hardcore slavery pursuing the Revelation 13, 9, and 10. He that leadeth into captivity
Shall go into captivity.
Revelation 13, 9, and 10, Satan. Go ahead.
God. And it says, therefore have we erred from the way of truth.
Therefore have we erred from the way of truth. Because right now, just like that Edomite woman, she think we crazy. And then she going to say, the Lord is Jewish. She don't even know what the word ish mean on the end of that. You see? She don't even know what that means. That's a suffix. You see?
She claimed to be one of them.
That's a Spanish suffix to basically be like. Okay? That's what that is. And he was from the tribe of Judah. And the real Jews are the so-called African Americans in this country that came into slavery. Tell you that in Deuteronomy 28 and 68. But that heathen, which is an Edomite, according to the Bible, so-called white woman, and she ain't white, she's red, okay? Her fate is already sealed, pursuing the Revelation 13, 9, and 10. And then they never read in these so-called Christian churches, right? They never read the book of Obadiah. That seals the fate of the so-called white people. The book of Obadiah seals the fate of the so-called white people.
Good.
Okay? And the so-called white people all over the world are not white. They red. They don't match my t-shirt.
Right.
They match that stop sign. Okay? And they got leprosy. That's why they gotta put on 200 degrees sunblock. Okay? That's a curse they got on. So when you read Numbers, the 12th chapter, when Moses' sister, which Moses was a so-called black man from the tribe of Levi, and the Levites are the so-called Haitians today. When you read Numbers chapter 12, when Moses' sister got hit with leprosy, they looked at her as if she was dead. When you read Numbers chapter 12. So that's how we look at these so-called white people. They're the walking dead. Okay? They are the devil that the Bible speaks of. And then these Edomites that stole everything from the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? That's what they have done. And then you got a proud Edomite that don't know what's going on in this country. You got $18 trillion in debt, going up to 19 trillion, right? You got Russia against America. You got China against America. You got Iran against America. Okay? And all those nations is gonna come against America and go to war. Because America don't do nothing but go around the world and rape and rob and murder and take all the natural resources out of all these countries. So what's gonna happen is the rest of the nations that have nuclear power that I did not name, but the main runners in that World War III, which we in it, right, is gonna be Russia, Iran, and China, right? And they gonna shoot missiles on America. That's why they're blocking America in Syria. Okay? That's why. Because what they want to do is Iran wants to push a pipeline through Syria so they can bring forth gas. Okay? So they can supply Europe. And America does not want that.
God.
And the people who control America are the Rothschilds. Okay? Obama, he's a shit-eating Hamite. He's not a so-called Negro. And he going into slavery too. Okay? But the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers and the DuPonts and the Warburgs and the Oppenheimers, those are the banking families that control America. Lock, stock, and barrel. Okay? And they gonna force America to go to war. And what's gonna happen is America gonna be burnt with fire, okay? Pursuant to the prophecy in the Bible. And the prophecy of World War III is Ezekiel 38. Gog and Magog. Okay? And they all gonna come against America, them Russians. And them other nations gonna look at America and burn it because they rape, rob, and murder the earth, and they gonna look at it and say, look, we gotta destroy them because of the war crime.